Hello folks in Triumph Forum land. I have a question. This is the hinge for the bonnet or hood, take your pick, and these three are floating, which makes sense when you want to line up the hinge. My question is, on this side I can't find any threaded hole for the bolt. So my question really is this float? I've put a lot of penetrating oil in for the last 3 days and it's not doing a lot, and I just can't find any hole whatsoever with all the prodding around. So if anybody can answer that question, is there supposed to be a threaded hole here? I'm sure there is. In this desperation I could drill and tap when I've got it lined up, but I don't think that's the way to do it. So like I say, I've freed these ones up and threaded them and they're okay. So I don't know if that's supposed to move or it's supposed to be a bolt hole here. So if anybody can help me out, I appreciate it. Thank you. Hello and welcome to the next chapter in my Triumph for Disaster. This is to do with the hood bonnet hinge on the fixed bolt point. As you can see, we have no nut in here. It's probably gone down somewhere. It's not there. It's the same on the other side, and I asked a lot of people about what is missing, and they said the captive nut is missing from this point. So I've had a few suggestions about putting a plate here and welding a nut inside. So what I did was I welded a nut to a washer, and as you can see, it doesn't fit in the hole. Surprise, surprise. So what I'm going to do is use this step out and take about an eighth off. Being very careful because there's, well, I can't use that. I'll be back. So, like I said, I can't use this step out because it won't go down far enough. I've only got a 1/2 inch drill bit, and that's what the size of this hole is, 1/2 inch. So I'm going to use this deburring tool. I've marked out about just less than an eighth. Going to do it slowly, and then just increase as I go on if need be. So there's the hole, and it may not be as round as I want it to be, but it'll do because when you go in welding. So let's have a look at the nut here. As you can see, big welds. So what I've got to do is flatten off some of these welds, and I got to put a V-notch in it, about 3 plates to V-notch it, and then I can tack it in a bit neatly. So I don't know if you can see this very well, but as you can see, I put some notches in the washer, sorry, and I've flattened off some of the welds. So this should fit in the hole, which it does. And now I'm just going to set up the welder and do a few tacks. So that's it. That's the nut and the washer plugged in. I've ground out a little bit of it at the moment, and I'll finish it all off when we do some more prep on the bonnet. You can see that it's a bit chilly today, even though it's April 28th, I think. So yeah, that's going to work quite good. Just remember to put a shorter bolt in when I put the hood on, or the bonnet, wherever we live at the time. So I'm happy with that. Until next time, bye bye. So we've welded the washer and the nut in place, and just put a bit of filler around it, cleaned up around the outside, and give it a bit of primer on here to see where it is. Now here's a tip when you do the washer and the nut welding, and you've got it in here on the body. Clean out your threads before you put any bolts in there, and the reason why is because I did that. I put a bolt in and the bolt got tight, and I thought, oh, and when I withdrew the bolt, it snapped in there, and I drilled it. I put the easy outs in. I broke an easy out, so I had to drill out the easy out, and then by using a series of drill sizes, I enlarged the hole until I just got to the outskirts of the nut, and then I used a tap and retapped it to the 5/16 fine, and so now the bolt goes in quite easy. So there it is, a tip. Until you tap out that thread, don't put a bolt in, because you will snap it, because it's a quirk of when you weld a stainless steel washer and nut together, it distorts the thread size. So be careful. So I'm going to give that a quick coat of primer, and I'll do the same on the other side. So there you go, and we've added just a quick coat of primer on there just to seal up any bits, and I'm going to put a coat of paint on just to see how it looks. I'm using a sapphire blue, which was close to the original colour, and I like the sapphire blue. Anyway, what do you think? So there it is in the blue, and the repair's been done, and probably needs a little bit of fishing up, but we'll do that when it gets into the body shop proper. So please feel free to keep on following me on my Triumph for Disaster, and if you haven't, please subscribe and leave some comments. Thank you.